So if walking were a superpower, it would be the one superpower every midlife woman already has. So you've probably heard and seen it 1,000 times before. Get your 10,000 steps in. And it all looks good on paper. It looks good on your Fitbit or your cell phone where you track your steps. But here's the reality. It's totally arbitrary. You see, researchers in Japan found a better way to walk. It takes half the time with twice the results. And I'm going to share it with you today. You see, I tested it out myself, and I will never go back to walking the way I used to. So here's why 10,000 steps is outdated. Back in the 1960s, a Japanese company that was a manufacturer of a pedometer was advertising 10,000 steps to actually sell more of their pedometers. There was no science behind it. There was nothing behind it other than they wanted to sell more pedometers. So it sounded like a nice round number. And while walking is amazing for your heart, your mood, if you're a midlife woman, it's amazing for your cortisol. The problem is when you walk, your body adapts really quickly. So what used to feel challenging becomes your new baseline. So the more efficient you get at walking, the less benefit you get from doing the same number of steps. So if you're doing 10,000 steps over and over and over again, eventually the benefit goes down. It's called the law of diminishing returns. Think of it like drinking a cup of coffee in the morning. If you haven't had coffee in a long time, you drink that cup of coffee, wow, you feel energized, you get a hit from that caffeine, and you are ready to go. But as the weeks pass, that feeling fades, and you require a second cup to get that buzz. Walking is no different. And that in itself is why so many women who are out there walking every day hit a plateau and get frustrated, but they don't know what to do next. It's not that walking stops working, it's that your body gets smarter and requires more. So here's where it gets really exciting. In Japan, they did a research study where they tested a walking protocol with older and middle-aged adults. In fact, the average age in the test group was 63. That's me. What they did was they alternated just 3 minutes of regular walking with 3 minutes of brisk walking, and they did that 5 times. So essentially, it was a 30-minute walk. Here's what they found. A 40% improvement in cardio fitness. A 4 times better blood pressure reduction than just regular walking. Number 3, stronger leg muscles. That's a big bonus. After all, like I always say, muscle is your bone armor. Number 4, better blood sugar control. This is ideal for midlife women who might be experiencing insulin resistance. And about a 12% improvement in sleep quality. I talk about sleep all the time in my videos, especially for midlife women. It helps lower cortisol plus a host of other things. And that lower cortisol means better fat loss. And here's the kicker. When the participants of the study were surveyed, they actually enjoyed walking more, doing interval walking, than just doing the regular 10,000 steps. And it makes me wonder why. It's probably because they felt more energized, they got more out of it, and it kept their mind busy, watching their clock, changing their pace. It was just more interesting. So here's why this protocol is perfect for midlife women. Once we're in midlife, our estrogen drops. That has a significant effect on things like insulin sensitivity, muscle tone, and energy. Those long, steady walks of 10,000 steps or more can sometimes spike your cortisol. That's your stress hormone, especially when you're already juggling work and family or grandkids, just life stress. And you might even be worrying what you should be otherwise doing while you're on that long walk. You see, interval walking strikes that sweet spot. It's gentle on your joints, it keeps cortisol stable, and it actually trains your metabolism to become flexible again. Think of it like the Goldilocks of cardio. It's not too hard. It's not too easy. It's just the perfect mix for your midlife body. Okay, let's keep it super simple. This is how you do it. I actually dropped a free walking guide that outlines this entire protocol and how to make it harder, how to burn more fat. It's in the description below. Okay, let's keep this simple. Here's exactly how to do the interval walking method. So the first thing is make sure you have a way to set a timer. Maybe you have a Fitbit, I use a Garmin. Maybe you use your phone and just set a timer on your phone. Set that timer for 3 minutes and start your walk. Those first 3 minutes are really just to warm your body up. Get that stride going, get a walk going, start to breathe a little bit harder, but not crazy. And once those 3 minutes are up, is your next 3 minutes set. That set is where we're picking up the pace. We're walking a lot faster. You should actually be able to still talk while you're walking, so you're not so out of breath that you're gasping for air, but you shouldn't be able to sing. I shouldn't sing anyway, because I'm a really bad singer. Next up, after those 6 minutes, so you've done 3 slow, 3 fast, you're going to repeat that 4 more times, meaning you've done 5 intervals of 6 minutes each. That's 30 minutes of walking. That's your walking workout. It's done in half the time it takes to get those 10,000 steps in. And if you think about it, it's twice the benefit. One of my favorite hacks is interval walking. So walking at a slower, steady pace and then picking it up really fast for a short period of time. It looks like this. Now you can do this inside on a treadmill, or maybe you have a wide open space in your basement. You can do it there. You can do it outside on a sidewalk, on a trail. Take your pick. I love walking outside, but we're getting to a season here where I live where sometimes there's just so much snow, it's impossible to walk outside. Now let me warn you, your body will adapt to this walking protocol as well. So what do you do when it starts to feel too easy? Here's some tips. Number 1, find a hill to walk. Walking up a hill is going to make it a whole lot tougher. So if you're not walking outside and you're walking on a treadmill, then add some incline to that treadmill. It will make it feel just like a hill, and add that additional resistance to make your workout a little bit tougher. Number 2 is wear a weight vest. I wear a weight vest now when I walk outside all of the time. Sometimes I wear my weight vest when I cut my lawn. I like the extra resistance. It's great for my leg muscles and for my cardio. Now, one of the things you can do to add some resistance training to your walking is to add on a weight vest. So I was doing a little flipping around some of social media, and I found a woman who did a program called 12-3-30. It went viral. She had incredible results with it. She was walking on a treadmill, 12% incline, 3 miles per hour for 30 minutes every day. I think she did it for 90 days or 6 months or something like that. She lost a ton of weight. She was a younger woman. I don't own a treadmill, and I do all of my walking outside. I love the outdoors. It does great things to reduce cortisol. So I did a little research to find out what weight a weight vest should be to mimic a 12% incline. And what I found was between 10 and 15% of your body weight. So I walk with a 16-pound weight vest. It's heavy, but boy, do I get a lot out of my walk when I wear it. What I would suggest is don't start at that if you've never worn a weight vest before. Start somewhere between 3 to 5% of your body weight. Keep it light. There are weight vests out there where you can add weight to them. So when you add weight, they obviously get heavier as you get stronger. But give it a try. I think you're going to love it. I've put a link in the description to the weight vest I use. I did a lot of research about the best weight vests for women that fit the best. For a while, I was using my husband's weight vest, and it was way too big, way too heavy, and way too bulky. These weight vests are built for women. They're comfortable, they move well, and they fit our bodies perfectly. The other thing I love is they are not super expensive. So a weight vest is a really great way to add more resistance to your workout. Lastly, and probably the most simple thing you can do, is extend the time you're doing your intervals. So you could add extra intervals at the end, so an extra interval or two to lengthen your workout and get more benefit. So think of this almost like progressive overload for walking. We do that in strength training programs. If we were always lifting the same weights, we would never really build more muscle or get stronger. That's why we have progressive overload in weightlifting programs or strength programs, but we also want it in our walking program. So who is this for? Well, it's for almost everyone. The first group of people that comes to mind is the women who haven't done anything for a long time. And sometimes when we're just getting started, it can feel really intimidating to get moving again. It can be really intimidating to think about joining a gym. The beauty of this is it works and it's simple and it doesn't require equipment, doesn't require joining a gym. It just requires getting up and getting moving again. The next group I think it's really good for is women carrying extra weight. So if you're looking at losing 20 plus pounds, then this walking protocol could be ideal for you. You see, it's been proven that for every pound of extra weight, it puts an extra 4 pounds of pressure on our knees and 6 pounds of pressure on our hips. So imagine multiplying that by 20, 30, 40, or even more pounds. That is a lot of additional pressure. Walking is a great way to get moving again when you're first getting started because it's easy on your joints. It's not intimidating and it really works. And adding in some intervals can boost that fat burning so it works even better. The next group is midlife women. It is perfect for that season in life. The Japanese study showed massive improvements to midlife people. It improved cardiovascular health, it improved strength, and it was even shown to improve mood. And those are all huge wins. This is also great for anyone who walks those 10,000 steps every day but feels stuck. Sometimes when we do the same thing over and over again, it can get really boring. So this will mix it up and it will trick your metabolism into recognizing something different and become more flexible. It will reignite fat burning so that you can get out of those plateaus. It's also really great for anyone managing blood pressure, blood sugar, or energy crashes. This protocol actually stabilizes all three, and that is exactly what a midlife body needs. So here's the big takeaway. It's not so much about the 10,000 steps. We now know that the 10,000 steps was absolutely an arbitrary number. It's about the quality of the steps you take within a time frame. Interval walking gives you 2 times the benefit in half the time. And for me, that's a huge win, especially with a busy life. So remember, I put together the free walking guide in the description below. It shows you exactly how to do this, who it's for, what to do when you plateau, and some other great fat burning tips. Make sure you grab it. And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and the bell button to get notified of all my future videos. And make sure you share this with a friend who's still chasing those 10,000 steps, because it's not so much about the steps, it's about taking wise steps. Have a beautiful day.